say hi to the people.
Hi, welcome back to my channel.
With like, hi, I'm Erin, I'm Rachel, and this is our ring light. As it's in my glasses. Sweet sound of the Diet Coke.
Sweet nectar.
Oh, that
Delicious.
is just too good.
I'm Erin.
And I'm Rachel, and this is Craic to Basics. Well, we'll just dive back into a new episode.
Shall we?
With Rachel and Dr. Evil over there. And obviously our lovely co-host Brie. Sorry for those that are maybe only listening.
Yeah.
Brie, Erin's cat, is sat right on her lap.
She's taken the most inconvenient spot at the most inconvenient time, but that's fine. It's Brie's world, and we're just living on it.
Living on it.
So
truly.
who am I to not give her wishes?
Fair.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, pet.
I'm just gonna put this over here because that feels a bit more comfortable, Brie. Thanks.
Thanks a lot.
How are you, Rach?
I'm good, thank you. And how are you?
Yeah, good. Really
Formal
good.
segment over.
Yeah. And scene.
Right, do we want to just, as always, kick it off? Bad basic, good crack.
Let's do it.
Hit us, Erin.
Shall I start? Good crack this week was me and my wee mum went for a lovely lunch yesterday at the Ivy.
Lovely, okay.
Which I would just like to preface this. That makes it sound like we're going for random lunches midweek to the Ivy on the reg. We're not. It's actually the first time we've been. And to be honest, I have a bit of a I don't know what the right word is, but I've got a preconceived idea about the Ivy.
Right, okay, and I can get that.
And I think maybe that's not my scene. It's a bit too pretentious maybe.
Okay, yeah.
But actually they do, the reason we went is they do a really, really good deal. 2 courses for, the price is random. It's $19.17, but it's based off of I think that's the year it was established kind of thing.
Right, okay.
So it's
as far back as 1917.
Apparently, according to the menu.
How interesting.
I know.
Okay.
So yeah, they do 2 courses for that. Don't get me wrong, it kind of is giving lunchtime vibes. For example, for the main, I got fish, sea bream, and with the description, I was like to him, does it come with potatoes or anything? And he was like, no. So maybe they
just a slab of fish?
Yeah, and kind of sauce and a wee pea puree.
Right, okay.
So portions are
they said European 1917, you're getting a minnow.
Bare rations. So
okay. And that was the main. Sorry, could I let you finish? No, of course I couldn't.
That was the main. Yeah, so
right,
and maybe that's where they're kind of oh, this is a good idea. It gets the people in. Then people are like, hold on a minute, I would like a full actual meal. So I was like, is there any sides of potatoes I can have? He was like, yes, there's mash.
Oh, so upselling.
Exactly. And also the drinks alone, I was just on the DC obviously, but my mum got a glass of wine. The wine, 2 glasses of wine was more expensive than the 2-course meal. So they're getting you in that regard. Once you're in the door, they're reeling you in.
They really are. So tell me, sorry, obviously I need to know every detail. What did you have for starter? What did your mum have to eat as well?
Nice.
Tell us.
So for starter, I went for, it was kind of like a chicory salad.
Okay.
With beetroot. I don't know if it had fennelly, kind of almost a slawy type flavour in there as well. Mum got salt and pepper calamari or squid or something.
Yeah.
She said it was nice flavours, but maybe calamari can be a bit
chalk.
Rubbery. Yeah. She did say it was a wee bit
deep fried rubber band.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So this is what I mean. It was a nice experience to go.
Yes.
Was it the best meal I've ever had out in Glasgow? No.
Okay.
But it felt a wee bit special because it's, by the way, it's lovely in there. Also, it's huge. It's got 2 floors.
Who knew?
And the toilets.
Oh, gorge.
Stunning.
Okay.
And I as well, the toilets are individual. So you go into a wee one, you've got your sink in there.
Oh, lovely.
You're not feeling rushed because you can just go in there, have a wee pamper session.
Do what you need to and get it.
And it actually had a pink toilet and a pink sink, which is very
cute.
Maybe even earlier than 80s, maybe 70s.
Yeah, that there's terracotta
but it was beautiful
elevated.
The way they had done it. Yeah. And then mum's main, I think she got a veggie curry, which came with rice. That's why I was a bit confused about the fish. Why
are you just getting
a
slab of fish?
Yeah. So Listen, it was nice.
Okay.
A nice wee day out with my mum.
That's lovely.
And it was really busy. It was like midweek. Did we go 1:15 and the place was heaving?
Interesting.
Why is no one at work? And why are you all in the ivy?
I wonder, do you think maybe that could be work lunches? It's a deal, or are people, because it's the deal, busier for one?
Yeah.
People who work in town, again, I don't know when you get your lunch, if it's a traditional 12 to 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that just maybe every now and then, why not do a treat? Or is it a business meeting, work lunch?
Yeah, maybe
you know what I mean?
those sort of vibes, Rach, actually. Yeah. But anyway, a nice time had. Bless, our wee waiter was lovely.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and actually, they brought out like a large profiterole with a candle in it and was like, oh, is it someone's birthday? And me and my mum were like, no. And he was like, oh, well, we must have got that wrong. Here you go. And just gave us it. Thank God he didn't start singing happy birthday.
Imagine
everybody.
The whole restaurant usually like that. It's not even our birthday.
Mum was like, well, my birthday is in March. So I was like, yeah, you have it, Mum.
Oh, bless.
But yeah, a really nice day out.
That does sound lovely.
If people think it's an expensive place, which I didn't really look at the other menu because I wasn't bothered about it, but at least there's a bit of an option for, if you're saving the pennies, you can still go have a nice lunch out, stick to the wee deal menu, and it was still a nice meal. I just mean it wasn't like the best meal out I've ever had.
And that's fair. You're nice. We're allowed opinions.
Absolutely.
And that's okay.
Absolutely. And it might have just been a wee off day for the calamari.
Completely.
So yeah, but that was really nice.
Oh, that's good. That does sound lovely. My good crack for the week, a lot less glamorous than that. My good crack is basically that I've been running this week.
Lovely.
Which, just not like running away fainting, just like
running.
I run. Which I think that's one of those AI songs.
Yes, you told me that.
Which, crazy. Hate to support, but it is a bop.
I know.
Sorry. Anyway, sorry. Wow, squirrel, much.
We digress.
We digress, as always. But yeah, so been enjoying going back to the gym, running, and just kind of grateful to not really be feeling like, obviously my body hurts because I'm being more active again, but just that my foot's not sore from when she was hoofed last year.
Did the people know?
I think I mentioned I'd had an injury, but basically I was a dancer. I've literally broke my foot, a bone in my foot performing on stage. Yeah. Which, how crazy.
I know.
That was March of last year. And it's now basically February.
Almost a year.
Basically February. How mental is that?
That has well, I wasn't doing the recovery, but for me, that's flown in. Has it for you?
Yes, I know. Like, at the time, it was like a long first few weeks when I literally was hopping about the place, couldn't
even take a cup of tea into your own living room.
My coffee through. That was some dark days.
Poor Rachel just standing in the kitchen,
drinking Mozilla. But now I'm like, I can't believe that was that long ago.
I know.
I feel like I'm turning into my mother, but I'm like, time's going too quickly.
You
don't know how fast it goes. That's how I feel.
No, but also how great that you're able to do.
I don't want to
without any
no pain.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Which is great.
And tell me this: are we running just on a treadmill just now?
Just on a treadmill because, well, weather. I want to use my nice shoes, which, as I disclosed previously,
we're not taking them.
They've been sabotaged once already. I'm not doing that again. Obviously, I'm not running pure 300 miles. No, the Proclaimers 500 miles. Like, I'm just doing something that feels good for me. I've always quite enjoyed doing it, but I feel like for me on a treadmill, it's easier for me to keep my pace because obviously it's doing it for me.
It's doing it for you, yeah.
So yeah. That's just been nice. I've been glad to be able to do it.
Great.
Grateful that my body feels it wrong.
Good for you and good for that wee foot staying strong.
Yes.
Right, bad basic. Do you want to start?
Sure. My bad basic of the week, basically, I had a bit of a meant to be this week.
Oh, yes.
Right? Which I won't fully digress into.
No.
But basically, I just was getting in my own head.
Which I just like to say, this is very relatable.
And that's why I thought, like, why not? What am I ashamed of? To be like, my mind was running away with itself.
Yeah.
I will also say I'm in quite a, like, transitional period in many aspects of my life, like personal, professional.
A lot of unknowns, a lot of waiting to see what happens.
Absolutely.
Like, relinquish control, maybe that's the
Mhm.
control is in someone else's hands,
And I'm not a control freak.
and dealing with that is maybe quite hard.
Yes, so I just think I basically like got to a point this week where I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? What is happening? Can I do this? Like, was freaking out.
Yeah.
Obviously told you about it. God bless my wee mum. She was there and she was probably like, oh, wasn't expecting this today when I came up, but God love her. And then obviously, this is a wee funny bit for you off of that. But obviously, I had messaged Cameron, my husband, and people are like, why didn't you just tell him? I'm obviously, if you don't know, I should stop saying obviously because people
I know.
don't know me.
No, we say that a lot, and it's like, no, it's actually not
It's
obvious.
not obvious. But he's American. I'm waiting on my green card, all that stuff. So no, I don't just like see him all the time during the day. So I messaged him being like, well, I'm questioning all my life choices. Like, what am I doing? Particularly this mental breakdown was over what I'm doing for my job. Work, personal career.
Yeah.
My career, right? And he was just like, oh, like, I'm sorry you're feeling that way. Do you want to like talk about it? Blah, blah, blah. So we did. Then basically 2 days later, I was actually FaceTiming him and I was like, so I know I was having a mental breakdown the other day, but I think I just need to take a freaking chill pill.
You think?
And he was kind of like, again, sorry, I'm not diminishing my own feelings or anybody else, but I had done my own self-reflecting, talking to myself, like, okay, what am I really doing here? What do I need to do to help myself? I was like, yeah, I think I just need to take a chill pill. And he was like, God forbid I'd said that to me. And I said, no, of course you cannot say that
No,
to
and
me.
it's so true.
I said, we can all laugh once I laugh.
Yeah,
We can all laugh together.
let's work it out when I work it out, okay?
I said, I chill when I say we can chill.
Exactly.
Also, sorry, another disclaimer, he's not somebody who is like, oh, just calm down. Like, he's not like
No,
that. He's
well,
very supportive.
I was going to say,
listen,
based off of what you've said, brilliant reaction from Cameron. He's
But
like, do
also-
you want to
yeah.
talk about it? We don't need to talk about it. Like, legend.
But I was just like, oh, yeah.
I just need to come off my ledge.
I need to come back down to earth. Then we can, once I laugh, we can all laugh.
Yeah, sometimes easier said than done, Rachel. And I
Very
just want
true.
you to know that we've all been there.
Yeah.
And we'll all be there again.
Yeah.
That's
I don't think that was my one of the year.
meant to be. So yeah, up it again. Sorry, went through that. Funny now.
No,
And
it's
that's the
funny now
thing.
and it's
Please
fine.
know, like we're laughing here. It's not funny, as in it's not nice that you feel that way. But I think when we then bigger picture it,
100%.
we're like, lol, are we okay?
yeah, I'm like, why was I literally storming teacup? Why was I? And I'm terrible. Another conversation I've had with my friend Ellie, shout out, is why do I only overthink the negative?
Yeah.
Why are
Have
we
you
not
seen that
aspiring to the
recently?
positive?
People saying like overthink the positives.
Yeah.
It's so true.
So I was kind of like, okay, yes, these things could happen.
Are we born?
Are we born to be? But yeah, I'm just like, I need to calm that down
Yeah.
and just really think about it. As I've said before, I love a list. Just make some lists.
Yeah.
Like, let's take this into manageable chunks rather than thinking like massive picture.
Absolutely.
How can I deal with this day by day?
Absolutely. And unfortunately, there are going to just be some things
Uh-huh.
that you can't put on your list because it's nothing to do with you, unfortunately.
Literally.
So I'm glad you're over that wee
Over
hump,
that
wee
hill.
speed bump. Yeah.
So that was my bad basic mental breakdown of the week. And what about you? What was your bad basic of the week?
My bad basic was, it's actually based off of when I did go out with my mum for lunch. We went to the shops. I had a return to go to Primark.
Mhm.
So I went in and went to the till. Wee young girl, and it's so not this young girl's fault. And also, you catch yourself a wee bit. I'm like, I'm taking this out on this young lassie, and it's actually not her fault.
Yep.
So sorry. But when I think it was just the way she was telling me.
Right,
So I
okay.
went, right, handed over, it was a pair of shoes and a pair of leggings, handed over the receipt. And then she was like, I can't find the leggings aren't on this receipt. And I was like, oh fuck. Check the bag, didn't have another receipt. And I was like, oh, can you just stick it on like a gift card for me or something? And she was like, no. And I was like, okay, well, can I go like pick something and
Mhm.
like exchange it? And she was like, no. And I was like,
Okay.
what can I do? Because you're not really giving me much here. And so basically now, I don't know how recent the policy has
Okay.
changed. If you've not got a receipt, that is staying with you. They will not do anything for you. I'm assuming
Wow.
maybe if it's faulty. I mean, again, I don't know. I don't work for Primark. Maybe if it's faulty, they might take it back
Okay.
with no receipt. But You can't. If you public service announcements, if you go to Primark and you're even thinking about returning something, you better believe you've got
Have
that
that
fucking
receipt.
receipt. Yeah.
Do you think, so I've got 2 questions.
Mm-hmm.
One, was there a tag on it?
Yeah.
Okay. 2, I wonder, are they getting a lot of theft?
Well,
And then
that's
people are
what my
going
mum
back for
said.
store credit or trying to get money?
100%. And obviously it's so sad that that's the case, because now, sorry, just the average person who bought something, couldn't be arsed trying it on in those Primark changing rooms, goes home, misplaces the receipt, is now stuck with it. So I was like, well, they'll be going on Vinted for £5.
You had to keep the leggings?
Yeah!
That's the whole point of this. No, I know,
Sorry.
but I just thought you were like going to have to be like, in this case, they let me take it back. Oh,
I don't think she had the authority for that. I mean, listen, maybe I could have said,
Give
"Can
me a
I speak
manager."
to your manager?" But I didn't feel that sassy.
Right, okay.
Well, and then I thought, well, let me take it. Maybe I've got the receipt at home. I don't.
Do they still do not accept bank statement anymore? Like, you know that here's my receipt. But I
yeah.
guess it doesn't say leggings.
No, well,
Makeup.
that's the thing. I could have, yeah.
So nah.
So you're fucked now, basically, if you want to return anything and you don't have a receipt. I don't know if this is like
Good to
just
know.
Primark. Well, because you know as well, they've
PSA.
got the. Well, maybe this is just Bray Head, because actually I didn't notice it. I was in our Argyle Street list the other day. I didn't notice they had the little scan out your receipt.
But is that only at the self-service checkout? When
Oh,
doing it
yeah,
yourself?
maybe actually, because I was at a counter. Well, lassie. Who was annoying me. And I was like, I know it's not your fault, but I like couldn't help but feel. I think it's because she wasn't giving me like, that used to be the policy, but actually it's changed now. Without a receipt, you get diddly squat. And so it's because I was like, oh, well, can you just put it in a gift card? No. Well, can I just go exchange it for something? No. Like, she wasn't giving me much back.
Anything back. And
Yeah.
no, I think like I understand doing a minimum wage job. We're not going the nth degree, right? We're not
No.
going above and beyond.
But
Places we're not going
could
to
you use your words?
But just, that's not even going above and beyond. That's basic customer service.
An explanation.
To say, you don't even need to apologise, because it's not that
No,
lass's
it's
fault.
not her fault at all.
Just being like, well, I say sorry for everything.
Yeah, I would have said sorry.
But just being like, oh, I'm afraid the policy has changed.
Yeah.
Yes, well,
Because
use your words, my friend. I'm not in your brain. I don't know.
signing the other receipt for the thing that I did get to return, and I was pure to my mum again. You know when you do something and you're like, I'm such an arsehole. But I was pure to my mum. I've worked in shops, and you can exchange or get a gift card, and that's when she said, "Oh yeah, it's a new thing," and I thought, if I hadn't said that, I would have never found out that, like, oh, actually, I'm not making it up in my head that this was something you could once do. And it's just changed. Because I was genuinely like, have I got this wrong? That's never been a thing. So, yeah. Not her fault. Quite
maybe she was having a bad day. I don't know.
I know.
But
Listen, the leggings are 12 quid. It's not that big a deal. I'll put them on Vinted for £5 and see what happens.
oh, somebody will want them for 150. Don't kid yourself.
Yeah, you think you're getting £5 for them? No way. So yeah,
fair, but
pretty
that's a bad
annoying.
basic of the week.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I was also in Primark.
Okay. When are we not?
When are we not? Basically, I still have some of that gift card, and I just want to go in and look. Now, people are going to be like that. You're in Primark. Why are you expecting Lululemon type quality? Firstly, I'm not. Secondly, I'm just like, there's times when I just want.
Sorry, because
we
she's
hear
on
there.
the cat hair stuck to the lip gloss.
Looking for a wee pair of leggings, or I've seen people being like, there's loads of lovely like sets in the now. And I went into the one at Bray Head, and it was really nice and quiet when I went, and I thought, great experience. Tell me why though. I tried on 4 different pairs of like leggings in various styles, like some that are tight, some that are like the flares, some that were almost like, when I say fully baggy, that sounds awful with a legging, but it was more just like a straight trouser.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather
like a yoga pant almost.
Yeah, but like straight yoga pant rather than hug the leg
and
flare.
then flare, yeah.
And some leggings. Tell me why when I got in and tried them on, not one, they were all the same size.
Yeah.
Not one of them fit in the same way, and not because obviously they're different styles. I'm not saying I thought the flare was going to be a tight thing, but I'm like, firstly, who are you fitting these on? Now, I know everyone's got different body types. I'm not here to body shame, and just because they don't fit my body doesn't mean they're not going to fit other body types, right? But it was like, see the part from the crotch up to the top of the waistband?
Yeah.
It was made for legs, not even 11. Legs bloody 25.
Yeah, so long.
So long.
Rachel, why do you think I was returning these
returning them.
leggings? Because I actually think, I don't know what they're basing their mock-up off of, but you're right, they're so ill-fitting, and I don't just mean like, oh, I look fucking good and everything, so they should look good. No, they're I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know what they're
There's
doing.
too much material some places,
But
not
my
enough
cats
to
are
other
dead.
places. Exactly.
The flares are too short. I'm like, sorry, I'm not trying to be Pippi Longstocking. I like that for one.
Also, you're not exactly...
I'm 5'7",
Exactly.
barely. I'm not like 6'9".
No.
Anyway, so sorry, let me just come back down. So I was like, right, the cats are dead.
Yep.
Tell me why in some of them the crotch was like giving me a camel toe. The camel called she wants her toe back. Or it was too baggy there. Nobody wants a baggy crotch either. In a tight, like lycra, that type of material. No one wants that. And then in some of them, it was like the waistband could tuck into the sports bra.
Yeah.
Or it was like just cutting you at a weird place. I was like,
Yeah.
even for £12, these aren't even worth it as a throw on.
No.
I was like, these are awful. And I was just like, this is disappointing because these could be good.
Yeah, can I also just say, is everyone lying?
Yeah.
Because people are acting as if like, oh, the sportswear from Primark, oh, it's so good, it's so this, it's so that. What, is it just good to look at? And then actually the functionality of it, the putting it on is not. I also find like there's just so much excess fabric, as in like, I think though that is how they end up at your tits. Because you just keep pulling and pulling and they just keep coming. And I'm like, what?
What's
I
going on?
also hate in a sports legging, see if they're not tight around my ankle.
If they're not meant to be a flare,
No.
sorry, why are they not touching my ankle?
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Yeah. Listen, there's some great things Primark do, but
That's not
leggings
one of them.
I really don't think is one of them.
No. And do you know what? That active range, I would prefer, don't give me a legging for £12. Charge me 20
Yeah.
and make it more worthwhile.
Yeah. Still so much cheaper than your Lululemons, your Nike.
Yeah. It's just like, again, it's Primark. People are gonna be like, what do you expect? I'm not expecting mental quality. I'm
No.
just expecting them, God forbid, if you
fit.
say you're a size 8, a size 10, whatever, make it fit.
Yeah.
Maybe fit these on a human before you put them out on the rails.
Exactly.
Like,
no.
who is this for?
Do you know where, I feel like we both have leggings from here. Do you know where I stand by?
Tell me.
My protein.
Yes.
And do you know what? I haven't purchased in a while, so I hope that they're still like as good quality. But and that also just shows you, I bought them years ago, and I'm still
They still are
wearing
fine.
them. They wash really well, and yeah, I love. And they're actually not that expensive, or
No, a semi-decent
or they
price.
like always have deals on.
Yeah.
So
basically, either people stop lying that Primark stuff is good,
yeah,
or I'm going to need measurements.
yeah,
This is the length of my legs and this is why it fits.
Yeah.
So maybe it's great for the short girls. I'm not saying that, like, you know, the short queens shouldn't have anything.
no, I don't think that would make sense if
then
we are
for them,
saying
it
they're
would
up
be
to
all right
our
as well.
armpits.
No, people are lying. This is unacceptable.
Yeah,
And Primark sort it out trying humans. Thanks.
exactly.
Anyway, I'll just go off my soapbox.
Okay, Rachel, do you remember last week when I told you my good crack was the big arch being back? And I was
Yes.
so delighted. Don't know if you've seen, but do you know where I purchased that big arch burger?
McDonald's?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
At Pollock Shaw's. Have you heard what's going on at Pollock Shaw's McDonald's?
No, I don't know anything about it.
Temporary closure.
For why?
Cockroaches.
The big cucaracha.
I was literally like, was that a crispy onion or was that a cockroach? Me raving about that burger, and then to hear that where I got it, it's temporary closed for pest control to go in. And yeah,
I shouldn't laugh.
yeah. But do you know what? One, it gives me the heebie-jeebies, full stop. But two, it makes me think, I just don't want to eat out ever again.
No, not the McExtras. That is awful.
How bad is
Erin.
that? I can't believe you haven't seen it.
No, I guess I'm not on this neck of the woods.
Yeah, you're on the different side of the city.
my neck of the woods here.
How bad?
No, that's awful.
And now I'm like, it's kind of put me off full stop. McDonald's, big
No,
arch.
that actually-
Otherwise,
I feel like my heart is sunk.
no, I know. How bad?
That's awful.
And
I'm
listen,
sorry.
I haven't read like the articles and stuff. I've just seen the headlines, but I don't think I don't think it needs to be any further. Also, it was closed. I don't know if it's reopened or whatever, but it had been shut down by some authority,
The health inspector.
because of pests or whatever you call them.
And do you know what I want to know? Like, sorry to go into it much further.
It's okay.
And not because I'm like, oh, well, it's obviously just fine if there's one cockroach. But I'm like, at what level are we getting shut down? Like, what's going on in there?
Yeah.
Other than the cockroach. Like, no, we need to stop because
I know, because I don't think I'll eat a big arch ever again. After all that, so excited. It's a permanent feature in the menu. And now I'm like, never again. It was still delicious, but it's
maybe
really
that's why.
some extra protein. It's really ruined the experience for me, I can't lie.
Oh, I don't blame you.
Yeah,
That's not pleasant.
I knew you would love that story.
I do love it, but
Uh-huh.
not also don't. You know
No.
what I mean?
Mm-mm.
And I guess, I know if you're working in hospitality or any kind of like food service, regardless of what your personal hygiene and normal practices are like, you do kind of have to meet a certain standard.
Yeah.
But then I do, when I overthink things, this is where I'm like, actually can feel my, like the saliva
No,
building
same,
as if I'm going to
same.
have to mix spew. But I'm like, everyone is different in that sense.
No, but and then that's what makes me think, like, these people are
making your burger?
touching your food. Oh my god, don't. I can see us not eating out for a long, long time.
No, but I'm just like, in my mind though, fast food obviously is fast food for a reason, as in we are expecting it. Like, I'm not going to the drive-through and expecting to wait 15, 20 minutes for my item. Whereas if you go to a restaurant, you do it and expect to wait a wee bit longer.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, in my mind, fast food versus like at the Ivy, a sit-down meal, you would like to think there are differences.
I do
Corners
agree with
aren't
that.
being cut possibly.
Yeah.
But that doesn't always go for everything.
No, but there's just basic hygiene and it should be across the board. And I'm really traumatized. Sometimes as well, I don't know. And again, maybe this is like me being too like opinionated, but see, sometimes when you see like chefs out the back of restaurants smoking, I do sometimes think like, are you going in and washing your hands after you've done that? And I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. Listen, maybe some people maybe aren't, right? But then that's where the question, where does it stop?
Well,
are you going to the toilet and not washing your hands?
Why in restaurant bathrooms there are signs? I don't know if this is just in America I notice it, or if it's here, but it does say if you're returning to there's signs up saying if you're returning to a shift, employees must wash their hands. Why are we telling people that?
What? Yeah,
that's a given.
I've not seen that. Must be an American.
Maybe it's like a thing, but I'm like, what? Why have we come?
Yeah,
to
why
that?
do you need the prompt?
Sorry, if you've gone to use the loo, number 1 or 2, get the soap suds on.
Yeah, happy birthday to you. Twice over.
We're not getting into the blooming COVID chat, but sorry, why was the biggest combat of that telling people to wash their hands?
Yeah,
stop being clatty.
Exactly.
Get them washed.
Do you know what's so funny actually is pre that. I'm not saying I didn't wash my hands, obviously, but I'd never thought about coming in from the shops, for example, and now
where you've been touching,
a big habit for me is as soon as I come home, the first thing I do is wash my hands.
Fair.
From that, so I guess there were some good things to come out of COVID.
But okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's your update.
So obviously I can't even remember if it was last week or the week before, but we were talking about the 6-7 chat. And then we posted a wee clip on socials. And what was so interesting, which I kind of did think but hadn't really processed, was that obviously growing up, we had our version of 6-7 as in just like mindlessly saying things, things that everybody would have said.
Yeah.
Whether it was sayings
what do people call them now? Like verbal...
vocal stim.
Yeah.
We basically had our versions of that. And some of them would be in context, like things that you would say as a response to someone, or some of them literally would just be word vomit.
Yeah.
So we just thought, interesting, why don't we see if we can remember
some
anyway?
People had replied and commented and transported me right back to when I was like young teenager, maybe even younger.
Yeah.
Remembering these things and like people saying them. And and I just thought, oh my God, that's so interesting, because they had just left my brain.
Yeah, like I haven't thought about that in a long time. Like that, the person that commented on YouTube and was like, I'm going to hold the mic, wait.
Yeah.
When he was like, was and that thing. I'm like, oh my gosh,
People were
did
saying that all the time. And what was that from?
I actually don't know.
Was it not Scream or something? Have I got that wrong?
I don't know, but probably I feel like because of how social media basically wasn't then,
Yeah.
a lot of the things were from TV,
Movies,
film,
yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it probably was from something on the TV at that time.
And then, bless my mum, reminded us
Yes.
of Talk to the Hand because the face ain't listening.
That was a classic.
And sorry, when me and my sister were in fights,
That
we'd
was
be
it.
saying, I'd actually probably say that to my mum and dad, I'm sure. Yeah. And so what else was there?
Well, I remember which the Talk to the Hand like stirred this up inside me when people would be like, loser, loser, double loser, L7, twist this, kiss this.
God, yeah.
And it had like all the wee hand actions and all that.
Yeah, loser, loser, double loser.
So that was definitely, I was at primary school when that was
that's
happening.
what I was thinking.
So that was a big one, I remember.
Yeah.
What else? The people saying, I would still sometimes say that's actually, but when people like, psych. Like, people said that.
Yes. Very 90s.
Yeah, that was quite 90s. What else? Sorry, I do have a list here because obviously we know my brain doesn't always remember things. What else? Whatever Minger.
Oh my God, yeah.
And you did the like W
Whatever,
to the M.
Yeah. Wicked Witch.
Oh, I never did that.
No,
Well, that's
no.
I was like, I never did Wicked Witch. And she's like, no, sorry, Rachel, that's a current reference, you old bat. Yeah, that. What else did I have? Okay, this is again quite not us being actual children, but people would be saying like that. Oh, that was a very stim.
Oh yeah,
and I know that was quite. I'm not saying the Kardashians coined that.
No, but
in my mind, it's quite Khloe Kardashian.
Yeah, that's who I think of when.
But I don't know. Probably somebody will be like, no, the orange this or that, and that's fine. What else? That like Vine sounds that Free Shabakadoo. Do you not know that clip?
That
oh my gosh.
Like, I was not a Vine gal at all.
Well, I feel like I see them much more now because people are like, oh, back in the good old days of Vine, and it's like compilations.
Yeah.
What else? Things like, oh my God, the UGL, like the Ugly song.
Yes. Well, and like Fugly and stuff like that. That was always a bit
like a thing.
Yeah, you wouldn't say that now, I feel.
And we still say that, but like Bants.
Yeah.
Saying that. Like, do I have anything else? Two more I have on my list was, now people still say this, but I feel like it was more of a like, dude. Like people said it in just like a way, whereas people now would call them that. It's very like bro. It's like, it's very in. People say that. And not ironically. Like they really mean it.
Yeah, because there was a kind of like wee skater vibe. It was like very in when we were younger. So yeah, that's given like skater that boy kind of dude. Yeah.
And then people saying all that in a bag of chips. You think you're all that in a bag of chips?
Rachel, so actually that had come up when I was looking, but I had never heard of that. Never. And but what, that was just like an insult if you think you're all that?
I think so. And also like not like in my day-to-day vernacular. Is that even
wow.
Is that actually a new word? Do I use that correct?
You've been reading.
My friend said that to me the other day. I said a word I can't remember and she was like, look at you with the big words.
I think you have used that correctly.
Thank you. If I haven't, I just basically mean in my day-to-day vocabulary in case of that. She doesn't know what she's saying, and that's possible. I'm not saying this every day.
Yeah.
But like, they think they're all that. And that makes me sound as if I'm pure like judgy. I'm not, but it's more in like a laughy way.
Yeah.
But I definitely think younger, it was like in primary school, like, do you think you're all that in a bag of chips? It was kind of like that wee snide playground high school, not high school, more primary school, like that playground chat.
Interesting.
So that's what I have.
I had never.
What do you have in your list?
No, mine was the what's up
and
talk to the hand because face ain't listening or whatever.
I went full deep dive into the archives.
Yeah, well, you had a good list on you.
I did.
And then funny off the back of that,
yep,
the 6-7 origin.
Right, okay, tell
that
us.
You were like, oh, it's in a song or something. It goes further back than that.
Pretty tell.
A girl at my work told me that I think it was a basketball player was asked in an interview, like, what height are you? And he said 6'7" and did like that kind of action. Like as in like, oh, about 6'7" kind of thing, did the action, and that's where it stemmed from.
Wow. The more you know.
There you
Craic to Basics, educational as well as drivel being spoken. Right. We have to talk about the elephant in the room.
I know everyone's discussing it. People are probably like, oh, another
Another two lassies giving their 2 cents. But sorry,
guys, big news.
the Beckham drama.
Can you believe it?
I can and I can't.
Really?
Do you know
right.
that way?
Let's dive in.
Okay, so obviously I was completely unaware that he dropped the story until I saw a video of somebody saying it.
Same.
Went and viewed, read line by line, felt like Miss Marple going through it, being like,
and
that,
it was
right, okay.
lengthy.
It was 5 or 6 actual pages long.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, read it. Obviously, I had seen that there was all this stuff going on about, you know, Brooklyn's distanced himself from the family.
Yeah, there was whisperings going on, but it was never really, and this still, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, there was never really like a story told as in, this is why.
Yeah, this is what happened.
Yeah, as in like what caused it. There was always just like, well, there's a bit of something going on. It was like,
and speculation of like who it was between. Was it between Victoria and the what's her name again? Nicola?
Nicola, yeah.
I want to say Nicole, but Nicola, between the two of them or whatever. Like, we had no facts. We had no hard evidence.
Yeah.
Now, I know there is 3 sides to every story. In this instance, it would be Victoria's, Brooklyn and his wives, and then the truth.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? There's always the people involved and then actually
interesting. Do you think David's just not involved in this at all?
No, sorry. What I just really meant was like the 2 sides was the Beckhams.
Yeah.
Brooklyn and the wife.
Yeah.
And then the truth. I don't mean like none of the other possible family could be involved.
Fine.
Sorry. I didn't
It was just in case you thought he was an innocent bystander.
No. I am like neither here nor there about the Beckhams. There's people who think they're like amazing, the best thing since sliced bread, a pure like iconic British family and all that.
Yeah.
And obviously they were around of that time when it was like the tabloids. She was Spice Girls. He was played for England, which obviously we couldn't give her that start.
No.
But, you know, big footballer in his day.
Yeah.
And they obviously are still, she's got the brand, the whole fashion thing.
Yeah.
He still is involved with football, has other stuff going on. They're still relevant.
Yeah.
They're not has-beens in any way.
No.
Also, that sounds so rude to say, but what I mean is they're not out of the limelight.
Exactly.
They're still relevant. And then I feel like Brooklyn Beckham has this like, you know, he brought out that like photography book and everyone was just like, he's a bit of a nepo baby.
Yeah.
Which, while that's true, he's obviously grown up in a very privileged position. Not his fault. You can't pick your family.
No.
But I think there was this whole thing of like, are you just being a wee bit spoiled or whatever?
Yeah.
But reading those stories, I'm kind of like, if this is true, I don't feel like it gives David and Victoria, they don't come off in a very good light.
No. And I agree, like I feel like as normal people, we're so quick to be like I'm seeing 2 very different sides on the internet right now. Of being like, stop being such a spoiled brat, like nepo baby coming up, like just be grateful for the life that people are giving you. But however, just because you grew up with money and like probably possibilities to do whatever you want with your life doesn't mean it was a nice experience, enjoyable.
Yes.
Doesn't mean that your family dynamic was good.
Yeah, or healthy or any of these things.
So I'm kind of like, I'm so on the fence because obviously we don't have all the facts. We
never
don't
will.
We don't know them.
Yeah.
But I almost feel a wee bit sorry for him.
Yeah.
That he's getting that kind of like, oh, just get on with it and you've got you've never wanted for anything your whole life. That doesn't mean you had an easy life.
Yeah, and
in one aspect, yes, like financially, yes, I'm sure you did. But there's other like cons that come with that. Growing up in the limelight, like all that kind of stuff can't be easy. Also, maybe it's kind of like it's a bit of a identity crisis, I can imagine, of like, am I just Victoria and David Beckham's son?
And will people view me as anything other than that?
Yeah. Sorry, you want to try and do something, and people are like, oh, you can just do that because your parents are rich and famous and you can
do it.
Get an opportunity. I was like, well, these people are allowed to live their lives and tap into things and try and do things just because their parents are famous.
Yeah. And I agree with you. I'm very much on the fence. I'm like, I don't know. I need somebody to drop the tape.
Oh my God, right, yeah.
Drop the tape off the dance.
Never mind the rest of it, right? Sorry I had a shite life. That sounds hard. We need to see this wedding video.
I need the receipts. I need the footage.
Because to put the word inappropriately in that statement,
I think we're all surmising the same thing.
Yeah. We're all going to like pure sexy dancing.
Winding and grinding. Like, she's doing that rather than, does he just mean inappropriate? Like, the first dance should have been me and my wife and
That's
no one
what
else on the
I
stage.
thought, like,
or stage.
are
dance
we
floor.
reading into inappropriately as in, well, it wouldn't be appropriate for your mum to hijack your first dance.
Yeah.
Because it's your first dance with your new wife.
Yes.
So, but oh, how I would love if it was genuinely inappropriate.
One of my favourite videos, because there's so much online.
The memes. Can I just say, I wish I was a 10th of wit. I had a 10th of wit that these people on the internet do.
Yes.
Even the least witty person on the internet, I wish I was just even a fraction of that, because people are
Iconic.
so quick, they're so witty, and it is the content that is on the internet right now is hilarious.
My favourite one I've seen, and I think is to you, was right. Let me explain this. It is a video, a real live video, I believe, because there's lots of AI ones going about.
Yeah.
Where they've superimposed.
Yeah.
Right? But it's a clip of Jerry Halliwell
Oh no, I've seen it.
from Top of the Pops.
I think you said
She's wearing a white dress,
perfect.
dancing to and singing It's Raining Men, literally getting thrown about left and right, right? And the caption says something like, footage of Victoria Beckham in the dress that she designed and wore for herself, dancing with Brooklyn, and it's literally, it's
so
perfect.
funny.
It's perfect.
Me and Rachel's thread with each other has literally just been these videos for the past 2 days or whatever. Yeah, wild. I need to know.
Yeah, I need to know more about it. And I think, do you know what I almost hate is, again, I've just said I don't really care much about the Beckhams, and then I go and say this, but we've always been fed to believe, again, is that the PR machine, is that the really great media training,
Yeah.
but that they are this like family unit, and
Yeah.
family comes first, and we, you know, we're number one to one another, and blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. But I'm just like, I really hate if that poor, he has a boy.
Yeah.
I hate to say it because he's what, 21, 22?
Is he as young as that?
I don't think he's that old.
Holy
Maybe
hell.
I'm wrong. But I thought he got married at 21, but they now have been married a couple of years.
One moment, please. He's 26.
Oh, he's 26. When did they get married?
One moment, please.
He's 26.
Yeah. Okay, so they got married in 2022.
22.
Mhm.
So that's almost 4 years ago.
Well, yeah, he would have been 22 when he got married.
Right, so he got married at like 22, 23.
Very young.
But just like that, this young man has like felt that he's had to be silenced by this machine of like, I can't speak out about them, we need to protect this like
Yeah.
image, is almost being like, obviously his family maybe aren't villainizing himself, but they're allowing this narrative to continue that like,
Yeah.
he's distanced, wants nothing to do, there's been this big fallout, he's sided with, some of them are making the law, and it's like, obviously he's going to side with his billionaire in-laws.
Absolutely.
But anyway, that's another thing. But I'm just kind of like, I've lost my own chain of thought here.
Publicity.
Oh yeah, but just like, they care more about the image than like, your son's feelings are hurt.
Then like
Can we
reconcile.
this
Yeah.
and make it like better? How, like, why is that not the most important? Like, forget about the image in the media, forget about all of that. Like,
Yeah.
why do we not want to talk this through, be adults, and like not just sweep under the rug and actually
Yeah.
address what's happened?
Well, that's another side of the coin to me, is like, how bad must it be? Again, truth or otherwise, we
Mhm.
don't know. But for it to be dealt with public, like, do you know what I mean? Like, why has this not just been dealt with behind closed doors? Get yourself to a wee family therapy session.
yeah.
Like, the fact that it has gotten to this does kind of make you think, well, again, there's two sides to it. Is like,
You're like,
does it make you think he's so desperate for people to like believe, not believe, well, I guess, yeah, believe him, that
yeah.
what's been going on? Or the other side of like, is he just looking for attention, and is it
Trying to come out on the better side of it? Ugh,
Yeah.
It's so hard because, as you say, there's 3 million perspectives to this, and nobody really cares what ours is.
No.
But we've got one anyway.
but we'll put our 2 cents in.
But yeah, I felt like that has been the absolute thing of the moment.
Absolutely. It's only the what of January, and they're dropping bombs over here.
Bombshells.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Really good. Well, for us.
For the Joe Pub.
Yeah.
For those of us that love the memes, fantastic news.
And they've been really serving.
They really have.
Love it. The viral sweet potato with a hunk of cheese on it.
Sorry, people have been doing that since potatoes began.
People also, what's really annoying me, why are they acting so surprised when it tastes nice? If you like sweet potato and you like cheese and you've merged the two, of course that's not going to taste bad.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry, again, I don't know. Every country and culture is different when it comes to food things, but a staple of the UK diet is a baked potato and cheese.
Exactly. We've been doing it for years. Yeah. And actually, I would bake a sweet potato on occasion.
Well.
Absolutely.
I love a baked potato and cheese. Sweet baked potato and cheese.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, sorry, why are we acting like this is a taste sensation?
Well, that's the other thing that's annoying me. We're acting like it's the best thing you've ever eaten. Calm down.
But dare I say, is that just this pure influencer online culture that like basic thing? Look at this hidden gem I found. I'm like, sorry, the coffee shop that's been there for 20 years. It's on a main street in Glasgow. Yeah. It's not a hidden bloody gem if it's on a main thoroughfare.
Oh, and then the other one, are you seeing the viral cheesecake?
Biscuits and a thing.
I won't lie, I really want to try. How do they get you by the throat every time? Don't get me wrong, I'm not baking a sweet potato and putting a big stick of cheese in it. I'm not doing it.
No, I will simply just sprinkle cheese over like I always do.
Yeah, like a normal person. But and also, why are we eating a potato like that as if it's a burger?
Yeah, sorry, be a civilized person and cut it open
with a knife and fork on your plate.
Yeah,
but yeah, I can't lie. The viral cheesecake has piqued my interest.
Fair.
I know I'll be trying that,
and that's fair.
I know I'm thinking myself of being like, why are people doing these trends? And then I'll be down.
Yeah, but you're allowed, like, so here's the thing. We're not saying people aren't allowed to have passions. No. That people aren't allowed to like things. Of course you are.
Yeah.
You're allowed to have interests. You're allowed to have hobbies.
Yeah.
But I'm so sorry. Baking a potato is not a hobby. It's not.
And it's not revolutionary. Sorry, Courtney or whatever your name is. You've not reinvented the wheel here.
No.
It's nothing special.
You've not.
I think that's what's annoying me. People are acting like it's something special and it's not.
Yeah, it's not. So that's where the problem is like, just react like a normal human being.
Yeah.
You don't need to react like you're paying
dropping to the floor.
Being paid $1 million
after a bite of sweet potato and cheese.
Sorry, Russell Bartlett's not sponsoring you. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, they're not. So enjoy your potato like a normal human would.
Yeah, exactly. I just had to get that off my chest because my algorithm is full of it. Well, actually, less sweet potato now, more yogurt, more cheesecake, Biscoff pot or whatever. So
fair.
It's a welcome change, I won't lie.
And do you know what? It's lighthearted if that's what people want to be thinking about. Fine. So look at me, seeing every side to the card.
Oh yeah, again, as we've always said, we never know what side we stand on. Our arses are sore from sitting on the fence and giving both opinions
and flip-flopping either side.
Yeah.
Imagine what it's like in our own brains.
Yeah. Ooh, scary place.
Imagine that meant to be earlier in the week. Okay, last thing. Well, I say last thing. Who knows?
It might not be.
But what I've also been seeing, this is not just this week. This has been ongoing for a few months now. But I feel like I'll see loads and then it'll go away and then I'll see more. Is your man, Mr. Shoe from Glee, Matthew Morrison? I'm like, do you need help?
No, I think that is a cry for help. Like, I can't lie.
Are you okay? Because I feel now, I'm like, one, why are people paying good money for this? But have we reached the point where we've all seen it on social media?
You have to almost see it for yourself.
Seeing is believing. We have to go and see it. So that's why people are paying the money. But I'm like, one, how much are the tickets?
Oh, I would love to know.
Two, are you there because you're a big Mr. Shoe fan / Matthew Morrison fan?
I don't think so.
Are you there because it's almost like, I'm so sorry, we're laughing at you, we're not laughing with you? Which I'm like,
which then does make me feel a bit sorry for him.
But also, mate, have you watched any of your footage? Have you run this by anyone? Do you have any honest people in your circle?
Yeah, where are your people telling you this is not landing well?
Because I'm like,
Rachel,
dear.
The video you
Blink twice if you
sent me, and he threw the mic stand on the floor, like as if it was some amazing performance of the spoken word. It was it was so tragic. And it's like a car crash. It's like, you can't stop watching it.
Yeah, it's like it's unfolding. I'm like, my skin wants to crawl off my own body
Yeah.
because it's so cringe, but I
Yeah.
can't look away.
No. Like, I love it, but I hate it at the same time.
Yeah, so I'm just like that. I feel like I've come back to, I've been seeing a few of them this week.
Yeah.
It comes and goes, as I say, but I'm like,
Please, when you see them, if you could just send them
I
over.
will, I'll
that would
continue
be
to send them to you. But I'm just like, I have to know, are there actually any, sorry to say it like this, are there any genuine fans? Because I feel like, sorry, Glee has had its day. Not because it wasn't the people weren't talented or whatever.
No,
There's
and
been
don't get me
so
wrong,
much
I
scandal.
loved it at the time because I was still very much, I think, in
Yes.
that musical theatre
Era.
Era or era? Does it matter?
I personally say era, but that doesn't mean it's right or wrong.
God, this is getting deep. Also, off the back of that, it's like there's been a lot of trauma
Yes.
come from all these people. And again, like, maybe this is a way of,
Maybe this is his.
yeah,
Okay.
like, maybe this is his meant to be, Rachel.
This is his cries for
yeah,
help. I doubt you're going to see this, sir. And we've got no qualifications
Oh,
to
no.
help you. But please, if you see this, reach out. Not to us, to a
Not
professional for help.
professional that can actually help you.
But I'm just like,
Yeah.
that is possible.
Yeah.
Well, on that note,
On that cheery note,
maybe I think that's a good place to stop for
I
the week.
think so, Rach.
See, before we sign off, I would just love to, we don't really do shout outs on this podcast, right? But I'd love to give a wee shout out to Ella Rose, if you're watching this, who we both know,
Yeah.
who you're getting a shout out.
Love that.
So thanks
Love
for
you,
watching
Ella
if you are.
Rose.
But yes, all that to say, find us on the socials at craictobasics.
Yep.
We love to hear from you. If you want to tell us Good Craic Bad Basic, a talking point, if you want to give your tuppence worth in anything that we've discussed,
Yeah, please do.
comment, do all the things we want to know.
Yeah.
But we'll
That's
see.
us.
Sorry, Bree's just giving me the evils. She's like, shut it.
She's like, are you nearly done?
And we are. But we'll see you next week.
Bye.